In a small, quiet village surrounded by lush green fields, lived a boy named Jack. He was an ordinary boy, always helping his parents with their farm work and looking after their chickens. Jack loved the chickens, especially because they laid eggs every morning. Every day, Jack would collect the eggs and take them to the village market, where he sold them for a little money to help his family. One morning, Jack noticed something unusual. The chickens weren't laying as many eggs as they used to. Worried, he told his father, who explained that it was probably due to the changing season. But Jack wasn't convinced. He wanted to do something to help the chickens lay more eggs. He decided to take matters into his own hands and find a solution. Jack spent the next few days observing the chickens closely. He noticed that they seemed tired and sluggish. It occurred to him that perhaps the chickens needed better food or a more comfortable place to rest. Jack saved up some money from selling the few eggs they had left and bought better grain and some fresh hay for the chicken coop. He cleaned the coop thoroughly and made sure it was warm and cozy. A week later, Jack's efforts paid off. The chickens seemed happier and more energetic. Slowly, they started laying more eggs. Jack was thrilled, and his parents were proud of him for taking the initiative. With the increase in egg production, Jack's family started earning more money at the market, and their farm began to flourish. One day, while selling eggs at the market, Jack overheard a conversation between two farmers. They were talking about a big competition that was happening in the neighboring town. The contest was for the best quality eggs, and the winner would receive a large cash prize. Jack thought about entering the competition, but he wasn't sure if his eggs were good enough. Despite his doubts, Jack decided to give it a shot. He selected the best eggs from his chickens and carefully packed them. With his parents' encouragement, Jack made the journey to the neighboring town. When he arrived, he was amazed by the size of the competition and the number of participants. Farmers from all over the region had brought their best eggs, and the judges inspected each one with great care. As Jack nervously waited for his turn, he wondered if his simple village eggs could compete with the rest. When the judges finally reached his eggs, they examined them closely. After a few tense moments, they smiled and gave Jack a thumbs up. To his surprise, Jack's eggs were declared the best in the competition. The judges praised the quality, freshness, and care that had gone into raising the chickens. Jack couldn't believe it. He had won the competition. He was awarded the grand prize, a large sum of money, and a shiny golden trophy. But more than the prize, Jack felt proud of what he had accomplished. He had learned the value of hard work, patience, and taking care of what was important. When Jack returned to his village, he was greeted as a hero. The villagers were proud of him, and many came to him for advice on how to care for their own chickens. Jack happily shared what he had learned, helping others improve their farms as well. His family's farm continued to prosper, and they used the prize money to expand their chicken coop and invest in better farming equipment. Though Jack became known as the boy who raised the best eggs in the region, he remained humble and always remembered the lessons he had learned through the experience. His story spread far and wide, and people would come from different villages to buy eggs from Jack's farm, knowing they were getting the best quality around. In the end, Jack's success wasn't about the eggs or the prize. It was about his dedication, his willingness to learn, and his determination to make things better. And from that day on, Jack's farm flourished, not just because of the eggs, but because of the care and love he put into everything he did.